Hello everyone and welcome to this Gravitec review video. Today I'm going to be talking you through everything you need to know about Gravitec, and as usual, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment section down below. I'll also be leaving a discount link in this video's description so that you can always get your money's worth for Gravitec. So basically, Gravitec allows you to encourage visitors to your website to subscribe to certain push notifications that are basically sent to them via customized prompts, and therefore you can send content to your subscribers so that you can, grow your business and get a little bit more, interest in your website. You can also automatically target content towards specific people and segments of your subscribers based on their actual interests that they will display. So this is the main dashboard, and as you can see, we basically have a few little tips that it's going to ask us to do. So on the left we have our timeline, or our taskbar rather, where we can create a campaign, we can look at all our automations, have a little look at some prompts that might pop up, RSS, certain statistics and reports, the history of our campaigns, a list of all our subscribers and segments, and then a few settings that we can also have a look at. But if you go onto the create campaign, basically it will say at the top that we do not have any subscribers, but that doesn't matter at the moment because we haven't obviously sent anything out, and obviously I haven't got a website to actually display this on. I've put in google.com, but basically what this will do is I'll just take you through what each feature does instead of displaying what it would look like on an actual website. So in order to create a campaign, first of all you can either choose quick mode or you can turn quick mode off. Now we're going to turn it off just to have a little look at the more in-depth ideas of things, but for the notification content you would put the title and the text, and it would have a little look like this. The title would be hello, and the text would be why not subscribe to our services. And once we've done that, this is what the pop-up would look like on the website. And then what you can do is you can hit a destination URL, so the URL of which it will send this person to when they click on it, and as well as that you can view what it will look like on all of the different platforms, so Chrome, Opera, Firefox and Yandex, and also on different operating systems as well. So that's completely up to you what you would like to look at, and it really gives you an idea of what it will look like for different people. Now moving down a little bit more, we have the idea of when to send it to specific people. Now we can select a date and time, so we can either put immediately, we can pick the exact time as relation to the hour and the minutes. We can also select the time zone of which we want this to be sent, if it's targeted towards people in America or Asia or Europe or Oceania. Any of these you can do that as well. You can also select your campaign category and also have a little look at rich notification offers, and then also targeting for specific tags, and where you can basically have a little look at specific aliases. You can target towards browsers, countries, cities, operating systems, or languages. And when you've set up all these features, you're then able to hit send campaign, and that will be then sent off. Then under automations, as you can see here, we have all of these different types of things that we can automate. So you can have an RSS to push, you can have drip campaigns, push digest, tweet to push, or welcome messages. And basically this will automatically send, a message to anybody who's new to your website. You can automatically send push campaigns automatically from your Twitter page if you wanted to, and many other things. And all you would need to do is hit configure, and this will bring up the options of the things that will appear for this specific group of people. It's a very, very similar sort of appearance of what things will look like here, and additional options include images that you may want to add, buttons that you may want to add, and things like that. And obviously the title and the text is all the same, and when you're done with that you can go ahead and hit save. So prompt and bell is essentially what it will look like when people choose whether they want to receive notifications or not. Obviously allow will be viewed in the much bigger, more enticing font and color. However, you can see what it would look like on different pages. So you can also then choose what the appearance of the prompt notification will look like, and there's many different ones. You can have a subscription one, a toast, which is obviously recommended, a modal, or a native, and that's up to you. You can also position the location of this and also show all of the different color options and the overall text that will appear in that button. And this is really nice to be able to do. You can basically give those people that choice. However, usually people hit allow because obviously hitting no thanks, people have that thing in their head that makes them think that hitting no thanks will have specific, negative impacts on their website experience. So typically giving these people the option is great, and most people will obviously hit allow. You can also set up RSS feed automation and things like that. So as you can see, mine's already been completed, and you can go to RSS where it will take you through everything you need to do. So you can add new feeds with this button here, and when you hit add new feed, you can set the name, and you can also set the RSS URL. And here are a few options that you can do. So for push campaigns, these are some things that things you might want to do, and you can order these in a specific way that you might want to order them. You can have certain things in certain places. Really, really useful to have. And when you're done with that, you can hit save after you've put in the name and and the URL. Now, under the push campaign report category, you're able to look at the overall statistics of your campaign. Now, we don't have a campaign set up and we won't have anyone actually being able to click on this while I'm creating this video. However, the option is definitely still there in the sense that you can integrate scripts, you can send your first push campaign out, and then depending on what people actually say about it, people will then be able to send you essentially the statistics about their website that you've got. So as you can see, all you would need to do is either integrate a small script on your website to collect information about the subscriber base, and then it will appear in a graph down here. As you can see, we do not have statistics, I've already said, so all we have is a sort of blank sort of looking template diagram, but that will obviously fill up if you do have things that are feeding you statistics and analytics. You're also able to look back on all the different campaigns that you've got. So as you can see, connect your website to Gravitec to actually enable subscriptions, send your first push campaign and the same features that we had last time. And any campaigns that you've got up and running, you'll be able to look at. And you can have a look at the time and the date. You can see how many have sent, been delivered, how many have seen it or opened it, the TTL, and also the type. And then obviously the text will tell you exactly what campaign it was, but it will be back to sort of the campaign that you put in the create campaign option that we were on about earlier. You're also able to look at all the different subscribers that you've got in a really nice list. As you can see, you would need to connect your website to Gravitec to actually enable the subscriptions. But basically, visitors, you will be able to view all the statistics depending on these subscribers. So you'll be able to see how individual people are interacting, who is, who isn't, and therefore target those specific people based on their use of your website. So you're able to, this is much more individual. Instead of seeing, an overall or maybe more segmentation, which we're about to get onto, this is a very individual way of looking at your statistics. But as I said, we're now onto the segmentation area where you're able to create a number of segments using filters for your list of subscribers. So to create a segment, you would hit add and then you would put the name. So we'd maybe put USA. And then what we can do is select countries and we'll put United or America rather. You might be able to put in a city as well. So if we put New York, that would obviously pop up and you'd be able to put in New York and things like that. There's a certain operating system that you might want them to have, and you can also add the tag by name. And subscribers in the segment would be put here, and then you go ahead and hit save when you've actually filled in one condition, and that is how you would create a segment on this. But as you can see, website does have no subscribers, so it will not have anything such as countries or anything like that, because none of these are actually things that you can sort by. You need to have subscribers in order for these these specific conditions to actually be there and appear. It's not gonna know if you don't have somebody from New York, for instance. New York will not be a city that you can add. But what you would then do when you do have somebody from New York or multiple people is put that city in, because it would know. And then finally under setup, it's rather more of a in-depth thing where you can just edit a few of your extra things. For example, notification icons, any badges, time zones, integrations with things like Wix, WordPress, and Shopify. And that's obviously an option that you can do, and it tells you how you would do that. And also the API where it gives you those keys if you do need to use them. But that is more or less it for Gravitec. So now it begs the question, why might people want to use Gravitec? And the main reason behind that is obviously setting up integration things where you can get statistics on people and also grow your business by making sure that the interest people have and the overall interaction that they're having to and from your website is at its max. You would need a website like this, and being able to track down on everyone that you've got, creating campaigns to send out to their email, and overall keeping that engagement with your customer base really strong is an excellent thing. So having all those options is something, and obviously without having to email them all automatically, the automated email service that this has to send out the campaigns and then obviously gather information and gives you statistics on that, and also the segmentation of subscribers, so you can also target more in-depth users of your website who might be interested in more specific aspects of it or things like that, is a really great feature. So would I recommend it? And the answer to that is very simply yes. It's very easy to use, it's really good, the amount of features that they've got is great, the statistics are really in depth when you actually get those people and subscribing to you, and overall being able to grow your business from something like this is just a very useful feature, and I would definitely recommend it. So overall, that is more or less it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.